Good morning, all. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So last week we have completed last session. I'm sorry. Uh, uh, Last session we have completed up to currency types and we have completed controlling area also. But we didn't do any recap session on controlling area. Today I'll do a controlling area recap session and what are the settings we have done that we will check. And tomorrow we will discuss on errors, what kind of errors it will appear in real time. That errors we'll discuss and CO versions we'll discuss. And next we will start with the GL module. Okay, after CO number ranges, we'll start GL module. Okay, so here controlling area. What do you mean by controlling area? So controlling area is the highest organizational unit in controlling module, right? Earlier in ECC, CO is a separate module as we discussed, and FI is a separate module. But in S4 HANA, both are merged. Okay, both are merged. Now we are calling it as a FICO or FICO, whatever you call. In Europe, they call it as an FICO, and US they call it as an FICO, and in general they will call it as a simple finance. Clear? Whatever you name it, it is the same, right? That is nothing but S4 HANA itself. Okay, so controlling area organizational unit are the mandatory to use in controlling model. How we know that? Without company code in FI, what are the mandatory organization unit? Company code. Without company code, we can't record the transactions, right? In the same way, in CO module, each and every module, there is a key organization unit will be there, important organization unit will be there. So in controlling module, controlling area is a key organization unit, important organization unit. So all CO transactions are recorded at controlling area level. Controlling area level. So in S4 HANA, this is very important. Already we discussed, but again I am reiterating. Okay, single controlling area can have a multiple company codes subject to below conditions. Remember these conditions. Okay, single controlling area can have multiple company codes. Right? For example, I am having one controlling area. For example, uh, XCOA. Okay, controlling area. So here my company codes are X100, X101, and X102. Okay, so this is my single country. This is applicable for S4 HANA, whatever I'm discussing now, controlling area. Okay, this is XCO is my controlling area, and these are my company codes. Company codes. So here, when it is possible, one controlling area can be connected to multiple company codes. And what would be the advantage? If I'm having one controlling area with connecting to multiple company codes, what would be the advantage? In the sense, remember this note. Okay, I'll mention note here. What is important here? As per interview point, okay, why we need to connect single controlling area with multiple company code to multiple company codes? In the sense, if we have if we have single controlling area connected to or linked to integrated to multiple company codes, then cross company code costing is possible. Cross company code costing is possible, which means intercompany transactions are possible. Okay, so when intercompany transactions are possible, whenever we have one controlling area will have a connected to multiple company codes, right? What is the intercompany now? X100 intercompany would be X101 and X102, right? X101 intercompany company codes are X100 and X102. X102 company intercompany codes are X100 and X101. Clear? So here, what is the advantage? What do you mean by cross company code costing? Costing in the sense, for example, we need to pay, actually X100 need to pay salaries to an employee, right? Due to some XYZ issue, they are not able to pay. Then X102 X102 will pay salaries of X100 employees, okay, on behalf of X100. So this is called intercompany costing. Clear? And for example, X100 needs some sort of raw material, right? Instead of going to purchase from third party, if that is available at X102 company code, then they will take from, again, purchasing is different, taking is different, right? So taking in the sense, for example, they need not to do any sort of what you call taxes. They need not to pay any sort of taxes, right? If you are purchasing from third party, then whatever raw material you are purchasing, then on that you need to pay tax. But whenever there is an intercompany transaction, whenever there is a cross-company code transactions, cross-company core cost is transferred, then there will not be any tax. There will be a free flow of goods and services between all the member company codes. So when it will become a member company codes, whenever they are having only single controlling area, then only it is possible. Is this clear? Okay. So if I'm having X100, X102, X102, X103, right? All the company codes can have a single controlling area, right? We can have, because there is no tax if I do any transfers from one company code to another company code. Okay. But when it is eligible, when we can have a cross company code transaction, when we can connect single controlling area to multiple company codes, in the sense you can see here in S4 HANA, this is applicable for only S4 HANA, right? Already I have covered. Okay. Operational chart of account should be the same between your controlling area and company code. Clear? Controlling area and company code, your chart of accounts should be the same. Clear? What is my operational chart of account? For example, here I am following my chart of account as my company codes are following chart of account as operational chart of account as XOP. Clear? Then your controlling area chart of account should also the same. Okay. Your whatever chart of account you are following between your company codes, and the same chart of account should be followed by your controlling area. Clear? First condition, that is. Next one. Fiscal year should be the same. Fiscal year should be the same between your controlling area. Fiscal year should be the same between your controlling area and company code. For example, Jan to December. Jan to December. Then only possible. Next, one more condition in S4 HANA. This is applicable for S4 HANA. Okay. Fiscal year variant should also same. Okay. That is nothing but here I am taking K4. Here also it should be K4. Right? Three conditions. What are the conditions here? Your chart of account should be the same between your controlling area and the company codes. First condition. Second condition, fiscal year should be the same between your company code and controlling area. That is, if you are following fiscal year, I'm saying, not code. Okay, Jan to December. Jan to December. Right? Fiscal year variant should be same between your controlling area and company code. That is K4 and K4. Why variant should be the same? Because here I'll tell you first in this is in S4, this is for S4 HANA. I'll tell you. First, this is for S4 HANA, as you know that. Okay. This is for S4 HANA. This is for S4 HANA. Okay. And when it comes to ECC, I'll take the same example. when it comes to ECC, okay, here, for example, I'll take from here. Okay, so here you see a small change between your ECC and S4HANA. In ECC as low, in ECC also, okay, your chart of this is my controlling area, okay, this is my controlling area, these are my company codes. So what is this? First condition, chart of accounts should be the same between your controlling area and your company codes. Clear? Chart of account should also same between your company codes and controlling area. Next one, fiscal year should also same between your company codes and controlling area. Jan to December, Jan to December, April to March, April to March, July to June, July to June. Whatever you are following, that should be the same. But in S4 ECC, you have an exception that your fiscal year code can be different. Fiscal year code can be different. For example, I'm following Jan to December. Okay, I'm giving it as an X4. Okay, my fiscal year variant in controlling area is X4, even though that is following Jan to December, and I have given my fiscal year variant rename as K4 to X4, and my company code fiscal year variant is K4. Then also I can have single controlling area to multiple company codes. Single controlling area to multiple company codes. But this is the only difference you have. But in S4HANA, your fiscal year variant code should same between your controlling area and company code. If it is different, code is different, fiscal year is different, chart of account are different, then we cannot have single controlling area to multiple company codes. Is this clear? Is this clear, everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So why here fiscal year variant should be the same, and why in ECC it can be deviate? Why it can be deviate? Why it can be deviate? Yes, please. Yeah, why it can be deviate? Why it should be the same? Only the code. Remaining everything is same in ECC and S4HANA. But here, why we need to have a same fiscal year variant code, and why we can have a different variant? What is the difference? We discussed. I know it's long time, it's my fault, but still, let me tell you. Okay, so here what happens is, remember this step. Okay, here why fiscal year variant, fiscal year variant code should be the same. Should be the same. Okay, why in the sense? Okay, in S4HANA, if you want, you can make a note of it. In S4HANA, okay, in S4HANA, okay, in for FI and CO will generate a common document. Clear? Means if you are posting one document, clear, then it will take the same document number in FI and same document number in CO, because both are merged. And that is the reason we call it as because of universal journal. because of universal journal. Clear? So what do you mean by that universal journal? One entry you are posting in FI, right? That will flow from FI to CO with the same document number. With the same document, because both are merged. FI and CO are merged. But here in ECC, why fiscal year variant code can be different or same, nothing will happen. Different in the sense, in ECC, okay, FI and CO are two separate modules. Whenever a document is recorded in FI, it will generate a separate document number, and CO will generate a separate document number. So there's one difference, you can say that separate document number. So no universal journal in ECC. Is this clear, everyone? Any questions on this?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So at least you can expect one interview question in this particular area. Okay. So same thing we have explained in this. Okay. So company codes, X1 only. Fiscal year should be identical. Same fiscal year variant code between controlling area and company code. Why? I have mentioned here. In S4HANA, same universal accounting document carries across FI and CO modules. Okay. And it contains both FI and CO data. Okay. It should be the same fiscal year variant code across the modules as a universal journal collecting data across the modules. Right. Next one, I said primary chart of account should be the same between your controlling area and company code. So same thing I have mentioned. You can check this. When it comes to ECC, same. Single controlling area can have a multiple company codes subject to below conditions. What is that? Operational chart of account should be the same. That is the first mandatory thing. Next one, fiscal year variant. This is very, very important. Fiscal year variant definition should be identical, right? You are following Jan to December. Then your definition should be the same. It should contain 12 periods, 12 posting periods, and start date, end date should be the same. If your starting date in January to December, but you are saying that Jan 1st to 28th December in company code level, and in controlling area you are saying that 1st Jan to 31st December, 31st January, your periods, then that is incorrect, right? It should be the same. So what it is saying, number of posting periods, remember this. So when it is acceptable, number of posting periods, normal periods should be same between company code and controlling area fiscal year. Okay. So if your company code fiscal year is following 12 periods, then your controlling area should also follow 12 periods, Jan to December or April to March or whatever it is. Next one, start date and end date of fiscal year should be the same. Okay, start date and end date of fiscal year should be same between your company code fiscal year and controlling area fiscal year. Clear? Next one. Each period start date and end date should be same between your company code and a fiscal year controlling area. What do you mean by that? If I'm following my company code fiscal year Jan 1st to 31st Jan, period 2, February 1st to February 29th, period 3, okay, March 1st to 31st March, like that, and period 12, 1st December to 31st December, right? Then you are following that, then your controlling area should also follow the same. Clear? Next one, controlling area. Controlling area, for example, YCAM group of companies, we are following for company codes X100, K4, X101, K4, and X102, K4. Okay, so same thing in ECC. Okay, in ECC, primary chart of account should be same between your company code and controlling area. That's it. Okay, understood? Any questions here? But in ECC, you can have a different fiscal year variant code. Variant fiscal year should be the same, but code can be different. That's not an issue. Any questions here?
I have a question again.
Yeah, please.
So, what if there are three company codes here and one company code wants to follow a different fiscal year? So, how do we map it to the controlling area?
You can't map. You need to create a separate controlling area for that.
Okay.
So, for example, what you're saying is, for example, I'll take an example. This is Y1 X100, same okay, X101 and X102, correct? So here they are following fiscal year Jan to December, Jan to December, Jan to December, and you are saying this is April to March. If I'm correct, your question is this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Then, for example, these are different company codes. These are the same company codes, and you are having a fiscal year books of accounts you want to maintain like this Jan to December. And this you need to maintain April to March. Then what you need to do? You need to create a one common controlling area between this two and separate controlling area for this. But in our case, you see, this is Indian company code, this is Norway company code, and this is US company code. And my parent company is in US, correct? Here, for example, if I take, because of my parent company is in US, so that is the reason I want to consolidate it report. So for that particular reason, what we are doing, we are following Jan to December for this, Jan to December for this, Jan to December for this. So two types of reporting we are preparing. Jan to December for this, Jan to December for this. Okay, so two types of reporting. Management requirement is two types of reporting. One is, okay, one is where is my company code? Where is my parent company?
In US.
US. So management requirement is regarding reports. Management requirement is regarding reports, means reports. One is US GAAP reporting. One is US GAAP reporting. Okay, because my head office is in, my parent company is in US. So mandatory, we need to have all the company codes should be shown in US GAAP report. And these company codes are again, they are not in US. Okay, they are in India and they are in Norway. So again, they need to submit their local requirement as well, local legal requirement as well. So here, if I submit US GAAP reporting in India, then Indian government won't accept. If I submit my US GAAP reporting to Norway, Norway government may not accept. So for that particular reason, we need to prepare an additional reporting, that is local GAAP report. Local GAAP. Clear? In this case, US GAAP reporting, right? All the company codes, US GAAP reporting in the sense, whatever my parent company fiscal year follows, so all the company codes, primarily they need to follow the same. And after that, according to their local requirement, they need to prepare another set of books for their local requirement. Clear? Primarily, they need to follow US GAAP. Means US, what is the US fiscal year? Jan to December. Clear? But local reporting, additionally, that is the reason we have a concept called a ledger concept. Leading ledger, non-leading ledger concept. Leading ledger, we will discuss that. Leading ledger and non-leading ledger concept. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this? So here you have two things. You need to check with the management, client requirement, that they want to use a separate set of book, because April to March, and these are, so what is the, first of all, we need to think where is the what you call primary company code, parent company code. Clear? And they don't, if they don't want reports on primary company code, they want only April to March reporting, then what you need to do, you need to keep a separate set of books. You need not to maintain Jan to December for this. You can follow Jan to December only for this two company code and April to March. If they want Jan to December for all the three company codes and separate set of books they want, then at that particular point of time, you can give what you call common controlling area for three company codes. Yeah. Any questions on this? Any confusion? Any confusion?
Another question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. So how are the transaction treated? Like, do we follow the US GAAP or the local GAAP whenever we post a transaction? Like, it will take which fiscal year variant?
So that's what I'm saying. See here, what happens is, when, for example, I'll show you one entry. For example, let me log in into, you will, I think I have shown earlier, but still I'll show you.
Yes, you were actually discussing it earlier as well. Just wanted to brush up my knowledge.
I'll show, because you will have that reporting whenever we say, for example, FB03, fiscal year 2025, 2025. So company code LI01. Fiscal year, so here few entries are there. For example, this is Indian company code. Postings are done in Indian company code. Let me show you GL open items, normal document posting. Let me show you this. Okay. So here there is an entry. Okay. Cash account debited to share capital account. Cash account debited to share capital account. So they followed their books of accounts April to March. Clear? So three company codes they have. They need to show the report in US GAAP reporting and as well as a local GAAP reporting. So here you can see what is the period it is showing, 14th April 2024. 14th April. So you are following April to March. So what would be the period?
1.
You can see here period 1. You're able to see?
Yes.
Yeah. So and here that is showing in INR currency. Correct? Now, whenever you have a separate report, whenever you have a, this is Indian GAAP reporting or whatever parent GAAP reporting. And again, they have a local GAAP reporting. So whenever you click on general ledger view, automatically once you post an entry, whatever configuration we will do for ledger, leading ledger and non-leading ledger, automatically system, you need not to post multiple entries for USD ones, INR ones or NOR and OK ones. You need not to do that, right? You are going to post only one entry. System automatically create the documents for those specific local requirement. You can see now general ledger. Okay, so general ledger. Okay, here you can see this is other ledger. You can see here other ledgers. So here it is posted leading ledger. Okay, GAAP reporting, local GAAP reporting, IFRS reporting, US GAAP. So now you want to see in which reporting. For example, this is their parent local GAAP. So I want to go with the US GAAP. Okay. Now you can see. Now this is other GAAP. I think this entry is not posted. This entry is not posted. Okay. 4050. Entry view. This is entry view. So you will get like this general ledger view. Okay. In this other ledgers, so you will get option. So that IFRS. If you click on IFRS, then the entry will be shown in Okay, amount in document currency, amount in local currency. So for example, let me show one more entry, any USD entry. Residual balance, company code, normal doc. EMI, okay, EMI, it is on US. Let me see this entry. It's in USD or INR. Other ledgers. It is also not posted in US. If any foreign currency entries are, let me show you. GL receipt full clear, partial clear. Asset accounting. Loan received Bank of America. Yeah, this entry. I'll show you. Yeah. This entry amount in USD. Yeah, you can see here. Okay, you can see this entry. See here. They have posted entry in 10,000 USD. Okay. They have posted only an entry. What is cash account debited to Bank of America loan account? Okay. Company has taken a loan from Bank of America and they have posted an entry 10,000 USD. Clear? In the back end, whatever foreign currency exchange we have linked. Okay. So you can see 1st May. Okay. So here you can see it is calculated in INR as an 8 lakhs. Clear? So same thing you can see here, other ledgers. This is US GAAP. Okay, local GAAP. Clear? So here automatically system will post. I'll tell you what is other ledger. US GAAP. Yeah, you can see here. So where it is changing different fiscal year, you can see this is your standard ledger, that is nothing but local GAAP reporting. So period is May. They have posted on the month of May. So they are following April to March. Sorry, April to March. So what would be the period? What would be the period? May in the sense?
Second period.
Second period. And whenever it is comes to US GAAP in the sense which fiscal year they follow?
Jan to December.
So what would be the fiscal year of May? Period of May?
5th period.
You can see here in the bottom ledger, document number is different. Here document number is 40 and here it is created separate document number for US GAAP. And what is the period it is showing?
5th period.
5th period. So automatically system will calculate whatever configuration we are going to do. Clear? It will convert your local currency into foreign currency, right? And it will show what is your fiscal year for parent company code or whatever area you are posting, whatever company code you are posting the entry, and what it is in whatever GAAP reporting you have. If you see IFRS, we are following with leading ledger. Nothing but whatever local GAAP is there, same we will follow for IFRS, for example. Then you can see it is showing 2 and 2 second period. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So we need not to do anything, just only the configuration part we need to take care. And after that, system will post all the entries as per the requirement.
Okay.
Clear?
So Naveen,
Yeah.
like companies have this year-end closing, right?
Yeah.
So does this configuration affect any year-end closings?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
All the whatever your what you call provisions and this you are going to post everything, it will be get affected.
with this configuration.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I have done data entries also, provisional entries. Let me show. Loan final installment, provisional entry. Everything I'm going to show with the entries when we start posting normal document, cleared accruals. Yeah, accrual entries. This is nothing but your provisional entries. This is rent received and rent receivable. And after that, automatically it will be reversed. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that we are going to see in the GL module. Each and every entry we are going to see as what business required. Okay. Any other transfer entries and all those stuff. Any questions on this? Anyone? Okay, so we have created a controlling area. I believe we have already done a controlling area part. Let me see. X triple zero we have created, I believe. Ten versions, maintain controlling area. Okay, I'll show you the path. Maintain controlling area. X triple zero we have created. Oh yeah, X triple zero we have created. Correct. So X triple zero we have created. Our controlling area name we have given it as a X triple zero. Okay. 4-digit code we can give, and we have created it as a X triple zero. That last time we have created. So what is the path? I'll show you once again. I'll show you once again the path, how to create a controlling area. Okay. Let me show you the path. SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Okay. Under that, you need to select controlling. Under that, you need to select controlling. In the material you will have. Okay. Under that, you need to select general controlling. Next one, organization. Under that, you will have a maintain controlling. Maintain controlling. If you want to activate transaction code, just see here. Additional info, display key, IMG active. Okay. So here, OK, KP. Okay, OK, KP is the maintain controlling area transaction code. Okay, so click on maintain. So here you will have a 3. If you have already one controlling area and you want to copy from that controlling area, old controlling area to attributes, then you can click on copy, delete, check controlling area. But if you want to create a new controlling area, then click on maintain controlling area. And complete SAP delete, this option we won't work. Whenever you want to delete complete data, okay, then we need to take a help from SAP AG. So this I will show you at the end, SAP delete data, delivery data. So how we can contact, how we need to prepare the note and everything, I'll show you at the end, SAP note. Okay. So here, maintain controlling area. Click on maintain controlling area. Now here, if you want to create, then you need to click on new entries. You need to click on new entries. Okay. But already we have created. Once you click on new entries, the screen looks like this. Okay. You need to give your controlling area, name of the controlling area, right? And who is a responsible person for this particular controlling area. And I have explained what do you mean by this. Okay. So here, if you want to have a single controlling area, multiple company codes, then you need to select cross company code cost accounting, right? But you want to create multiple controlling areas for multiple company codes. So no intercompany transactions, no cross company code costing. Then you need to select this option, first option. Controlling area same as company code, means X triple zero, X100, X101, whatever you want, you can create it. But here, if you select this, then intercompany costing is not possible. Cross company code costing is not possible. But we need to select this option. I'll show you that. So what is our controlling area? Let me show you. Press back button. Let's close this. Okay, what is our position? X triple zero. Okay, X triple zero. So this is whenever you want to see, click on view button or details button. Click here, you can see. So controlling area XChem, X triple zero. So here cross company code costing, So I said same thing. You're supposed to select, because we want to have normally 95% company codes will follow their controlling area as a cross company code costing. What do you mean by that? One controlling area will connect it to multiple company codes. Clear? And here we will select this. Okay. Next one, currency setting. So this is important. So what currency setting you want? What is your parent company? So my parent company is in US, right? Then my consolidation will be, group currency will be USD. Already we discussed about group currencies and all. So here we will select what currency type you want. Clear? Next one, object currency, index currency. If you want to follow anything, we will follow. But I never used this in my complete experience. Okay. So nothing, we will follow this. Next one. So most important, this. Just now we discussed. So chart of accounts, we need to follow. Your company code should follow the same chart of account, and fiscal year variant should be the same between your and controlling area standard hierarchy. We have already created X000, X000. This is we are creating. Clear, everyone? Any questions still here? Any questions? Any questions? So
No,
click
no.
on save
Clear.
button. Yeah. Okay. Click on save button. Once you are done. Okay, I'll explain this inconsistencies. Already I have explained, but still again I'll show you. So next one, activate assignment of company code. So what you will do, assignment of company codes. You can see X000 has been assigned to your all three company codes, X100, X101 and X102. All the three company codes we have assigned controlling area. Means, are we following 1:n methodology or 1:1 methodology? With this,
FPN.
can you 1:1 in the sense one controlling area, one company code. 1:n in the sense one controlling area, multiple company
Many
codes. Okay. So with this, is it possible cross company code costing?
Yes.
Yeah. Next one, activate components. So here it will ask X000, whatever controlling area you are having. So fiscal year, what fiscal year you want to follow. So here, you know that, right? Everyone are from commerce background. We have a concept called going concern concept. Going concern concept. What do you mean by this? Or continuity concept. What do you mean by this? Going concern concept. Why I have given 999 here? 9999. Why I have given 9999? So for example, whenever you are starting a business, for example, it's not a joint stock company or something. I have started my own business. So can you tell me when I'm going to close my business? Yeah. Today I have started my business. So can someone tell me within how many days I can close my business?
No.
Whenever I start my business, so will I expect it will run for a longer period or it will end soon? What would be my motive?
Will run for a longer period.
Longer period. That is nothing but we can't say that whatever business we are doing fiscal year. So what do you mean by that? It will run for a longer and longer period. That is called a going concern concept.
Yes.
What do you mean by going concern concept? No business will say that my business will end on so and so date unless until it is a joint stock company. Sorry, joint venture business. Joint venture business, nothing but you are taking a government project, 3 years. Then start date will be there and end date will be there. But your business, whenever you are starting, it will have a start date, but will it have an end date? You can say on day one, what would be your end date? Yes or no?
No.
No. So that is the reason here we have taken 999. Why it is which concept? According to which concept we have taken 999? It is a going concern concept, continuity concept. Clear? Yes, no? Anyone have a question on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No, right? Yeah. So here you have a cost centers. Okay.
Okay.
One is component not active. I'll explain this in tomorrow's session. Each and every option I'll explain. Yes, I didn't get you.
And it's
Your voice is cracking. Yeah, anyone have a question? Yes, please. Yeah. So I'll explain again, I'll explain each and every point what do you mean by projects, sales orders, and cost objects, and what are the different options in this. Okay. Component active for validations, component active for existence validations, and all those stuff. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
What I'll do today, I'll stop here itself, and tomorrow we'll continue from here, this particular screen. Okay. So tomorrow I'll try to cover these errors. Already I have covered these errors, consistency errors, but still I'll show you once again. Just now we got right consistency errors. So that again I'll show you in tomorrow's session, group currencies and all. Okay. If this error comes like this initial level, you will, because already we have done that corrections. So that is the reason we are not getting. If you get this kind of errors in real time, you won't get, but in practice, different servers you are using, then you will get an as for HANA. So then how overcome that, I'll show you that in tomorrow's session. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll share the recording now and I'll keep the link tomorrow. Sorry, I'll keep the link in our WhatsApp group. I think I have shared the material as well. If not, again, I'll share it today. Is that okay, everyone?
yeah, sure, sir. Share again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.